hope you're having fun this summer. I bet you're staying up really late. And I bet it's going to be hard to go back to school. You're going to hear stuff like, it's bedtime soon. And so I hope you're reading books, and I hope you have fun summer hair like me. And when you go to bed, I hope your feet are dirty too. It means you had a good day. Okay, so we're going to read Bedtime Hullabaloo. I have not read this book. I like to go to the Cullman Library, and I like to get some of my tried and true favorites, and then I'll go and pull books that I've never read, because it's good to get new books. And one of my favorite books, if you know me, is, of course, the Bible. But one of my favorite ones for your age is probably this one called the Illustrated Bible. There's a lot of illustrated Bibles, but this is one I like a lot. And I like to just go, and these were all in different sections, but I put them together because they kind of speak to me together. This one's fun. I'm not going to read it. It's called Rivers. But then I found this one. I've read that one. This one's new. You can kind of tell it's new, too. It's called Caves. Ooh. If your parents have ever been to the cave in Brewer Mountain, tell them to tell me how to get there. I went there as a child, and I can't remember how to get there now. And this one's called Country Road ABCs. If I have time, I might read that. So I want you to just go to the library, and I even heard there's a new used bookstore around here. But when you go to the library, always try something new, and especially if it means something to you. I'm going to show you one more. When I was your age, I went to vacation a lot on not an island, down in Florida to a place called Pensacola. And I was going through the books, and I found one called Pensacola. Good Night, Pensacola, actually. So it's a good night book. I don't have time to read it tonight, but I'm going to read it to my kids first just to make sure I like it. But it's called Good Night, Pensacola. And I can't wait to read it because it brings back good memories for me. And I don't even know it yet. So, oh, and yeah, and this is another one. You know, I love Jesus. And so I wonder, did Jesus have a lamb? And so that's just I can just keep going on and on, but I want to get to Good Night Hoopla, or Bedtime Hoopla. So I have some favorite words that are hard to say, and hoopla, and razzmatazz, and ruckus, and rigmarole. Those are all fun. They're just kind of like fun ways to explain when you are excited or just all jazzed up, or what they also call, what's that word people always say? I'm just hyper. Okay, let's find out what Bedtime Hoopla is all about. One night on the silly savannah, a ludicrous leopard was leapfrogging to bed when all of a sudden there was a terrible racket. What a hoopla, said the leopard, and decided to follow the noise. Along the way, the leopard passed by a sleepy giraffe, singing a lullaby, when all of a sudden, what a hoopla, said the giraffe, and decided to follow the noise. The leopard and the giraffe then met a baboon who was reading a bedtime story to the moon, when all of a sudden, snort, snort, grunt, grunt. What a hoopla, said the baboon, and decided to follow the noise. The three animals followed the noise to check out the fuss and discover the source of this bedtime din, this clamor, this hubbub, this rumpus. Under the still starlight night they walked, and the noise began to swell. More and more animals joined the search to seek out the nuisance as well. There was a hat-wearing hyena half asleep, a music-making meat rat counting sheep, a zany zebra who was having a dream about sailing upon a sea of ice cream, a sleep-walking wine with a beragged hair, an outrageous ostrich clutching a teddy bear, and a polka-dot pajama wearing water buffalo. So on they walked, all into the night, all sleepy and tired and very uptight. Through the long giggling grass, past the tickling tree, when they came to a stop. What on earth did they see? Not a rhinoceros, or hippopotamus, not an ear-spilling elephant, or a crazy monkey, but a tiny shrew wearing a pink tattoo, snoring his head off very loud. Something had to be done, leopard growled as loud as it could. Giraffe bleated even louder. Baboon screeched with all its might until the terrible racket woke the shrew from the thunderous slumber. and all was quiet on the silly savannah once more. So quiet, you couldn't hear a peep. Until the silence was suddenly shattered by some animals fast asleep. Grunt, grunt, sniffle, sniffle. But not for long. The end.